message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. Can you hear me better now?
Hello?
Good evening. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Please try to call back. Please try to call back. Thank you very much. All right. I can't really see what the challenge is, but I'm working on it and I hope that you'll be patient with me as we do. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Good. I'm calling from Abunu.
Your name is Gold.
Yes,
You're calling from where?
Abunu.
Abule Odu.
Yes.
Where is Abule Odu, Gold?
Outside inside.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, thank you very much for calling, Gold. Hope you had a good day today. Hello, can you hear me? All right. Please try to call back. Thank you so much. Yes, still talking about Halima's story. We don't know why this is happening to Halima. We don't know if this has happened before and if this is happening again. Now, to Halima, I would like to ask, how old is your boyfriend? How old is your boyfriend? And this 3-year relationship, is it an on and off relationship? Were you off at any point? Did you date and break up at any point in between these 3 years? I'll tell you why I'm asking that. Okay. So the reason I'm asking if they were off at any point, if they broke up in between these 3 years at any point, is if Halima broke up with this guy at any point in the course of 3 years over something, and they eventually came back together, something may have shifted after the very first time they broke up. Maybe the guy stopped becoming invested in the relationship and he just realized, you know what, I can't do this anymore. But she wants me back, so let me just go back. And he stopped being who he was before and everything. Plus, if the original reason they broke up initially was maybe they were having issues with something major, such as no attention, no time, or her boyfriend is not acting like he wants to date somebody that's of Halima's age, or he had a problem with something. So basically, some of those reasons, if it was a major one, and maybe they managed to fix it and come back together, for some reason, maybe it never really went back to the way it originally was after the first time they broke up. That's why I'm asking if they have broken up at all in the course of these 3 years. So if they have not, but her boyfriend just has left her before in the course of these 3 years, then that tells us that there's something to worry about, but we just can't pinpoint what it is. This message, comrade, is saying, let me open it, is saying that, Soomto, good evening. That man doesn't respect Halima, leaving her 2 times, treating her like trash. Halima should move on. This is the second time. Halima did not tell us what her own part in this matter is. But if Halima is not having any fault, let her move on. Soomto, Halima's boyfriend may be having another girlfriend outside, or he's not getting what he needs from Halima as the gold digger that he is. And that may be because of the type of work Halima is doing, because you have asked us what could be the matter. Yes, I did ask what could be responsible for that. So, to a large extent, it could be literally anything. It could be literally anything that's responsible for this. It could be literally anything. But the hurtful part is Halima doesn't know what the challenge is. Promise B3 from Mile 12 is saying, Halima, please move on. That man is not yours. Your perfect match is on the way. Thank you so much, Promise. Daniel from Magboro is saying, Good evening. Halima should forget her age and keep being positive. The guy is not meant for her. Nothing is wrong with Halima. When it's time, the right guy will show up. And that is from Daniel from Magboro. Thank you so much. Please keep your messages coming in. Halima definitely needs to hear from you to be able to make an informed decision at the end of the day. So please keep your messages coming in. It's imperative that we understand that this could literally be anything. The reason why Halima's boyfriend is leaving her could be anything. It could be anything ranging from mental health challenges to having a baby outside of the relationship with somebody else, or just being in a confused state of mind, whether or not he wants Halima. Now, Halima also doesn't say what her boyfriend does for a living. So we don't know if Halima's income is more than his income, which could make some men intimidated. You know, some men could be intimidated by the fact that their significant others are doing better than they're doing. And so maybe they feel like they will not be able to be in control or be in charge or be the man, so to speak, because a lot of people like tying being a man to money. So he may feel like, oh, he's not being the man in the relationship because Halima has more money than he. And then he would let anything that she does that offends him, the move he makes to make her feel really bad is to just walk out of the relationship without telling her anything. Now let me explain. Let me just tell you what that simply means. In 2022 lingo, if you're a millennial, I'm sure you've heard this word so many times. I'm sure a lot of Gen Zs would know this word too. It's called ghosting. Ghosting, that's what it's called. Ghosting. And it means the same literal thing that being a ghost means. You know, a lot of people talk about ghosts, and when they do, they always refer to the fact that you never see them. So they're around you, but you can't tell if there's a ghost in the room with you. What that simply means is this person just walks off and becomes invisible like they never existed. Like they never existed. They don't call you, they don't text you, they don't send you WhatsApp messages, they don't find you where you work or where you live, they don't check you up on social media, they don't do nothing. So it's like they just woke up one morning, decided to blank you off their lives and move on. Now, some people do this so well that after like 2, 3 weeks or 4 weeks, they now come back into your life with a really, really big excuse that is technically a really good one. You know, those excuses are usually very, very good. Those excuses are usually so good that at the end of the day, these people feel like, oh, I need to forgive them for just ghosting like that. I need to forgive them for just ghosting like that. So it's called ghosting. What Halima's boyfriend is doing to her right now is called ghosting. So, what could be the reason that Halima's boyfriend is ghosting her? What could be the reason? What are your thoughts? Share with me on 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also send a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. This is still Adult Conversations on Your Women Radio WFM 91.7.
They keep wondering, say I'm unstoppable. How I'm unstoppable. Some try to slow me down, but I'm undraggable. Yes, I'm undraggable. Every expectation, I don't meet. Every task is a easy. My success, they retweet. I'm on the web right network. Just keep browsing. Search your name, no Wi-Fi network. Just keep something. Search your name, no Wi-Fi network. Just keep browsing. Search your name, no Wi-Fi network. Just keep something. Search your name, no Wi-Fi network.
10 hours for your limited browsing. This one in my door. This one in my door. I want the food that I'm trying to be on the network. Who you can do?
Wi-Fi network.
Send on us data. No more wahala. No more data. No more line. So we What we expect them is better and let them wonder.
Just keep browsing. Spectrum the Wi-Fi network. Just keep surfing with Spectrum the Wi-Fi network.
Mr. Johnson, I'm here for my money.
Baba landlord, I'm very sorry. My wife is very sick and I have spent all the money I have.
I've been telling you to ensure the health of you and your family with a reliable HMO.
Reliable HMO? Which of them can I go for?
Ives Medicare HMO Limited. They are one of the accredited health maintenance organizations with thousands of quality and accredited healthcare providers nationwide on their network. They have corporate plan, retail plan, student plan, and even community-based health plan. More so, their premium is pocket friendly.
Please, where are they located?
Their office is located at number 2 Osho Street, Okpebi Link Bridge, off Okpebi Road, Ikeja, Lagos. Their phone number is 080 93 555 863 or 08032639058. Their website is www.ivesmedicare.com. Ives Medicare, health protection in your colors.
Radio Doctor, your free phone-in health consultation program. Every Thursday brings you medical experts in elderly health.
The elderly, they are peculiar. Their body system is actually changing. They are becoming like a newborn baby in the sense that their immunity wanes and dwindles. So when it's cold, especially in the mornings, in those areas that it's really cold, I'll advise that they use warm water.
Call in to get free consultation on elderly health on 07000 917 917 and 090-256-25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM917. Text and WhatsApp to 0703-175-6537. You can listen live online on www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7.
Political arena.
This is the time for us to know those who have put Nigeria in this condition.
To a large extent, religious institutions in Nigeria have failed in enforcing the law, in ensuring that members are safe.
Over 180 million people, one country, one capital, 26 states, 469 national assembly seats, 774 local government areas.
This is Nigeria.
You should stop doing this play game. It's not really fighting corruption, it's fighting opponents, it's fighting those who are behind them in the past.
How well do you know the political terrain of Nigeria? Today, there is no such thing as keeping out of politics.
All issues are political games,
And we are the players.
political arena.
Thursday, 2 p.m. on Women Radio
On WFM 91.7.
Political arena. Politicking at all levels.
The big question.
Corruption is, in fact, is increasing more. We never had a snake and whether python and swallowing money.
Why?
Everything has increased.
Conversational, controversial, and borderline disruptive. The big question.
Mondays through Fridays at 12:15 p.m. on Your Women Radio WFM 91.7.
21 minutes to 10 on Your Women Radio WFM 91.7. This is still Adult Conversations, where we share real life issues and discuss matters relating to the heart. Tonight, we're profiling Halima's story. Halima is telling us that she's 33, she's an IT officer. Her boyfriend of 3 years just broke up with her for the second time without any reason. He just broke up with her for the second time without any reason. Now, Halima is asking, I don't know what's going on. Halima says her mother, that's Halima's mother now, thinks that her own village people are the ones following Halima. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but that is what Halima is saying, that her mother thinks. But this is a real challenge for Halima. She doesn't know what to do and she needs advice. So this is where you call in and give Halima some advice. The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also send a text or a WhatsApp message And yes, you can send a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Now, the truth of the matter for this is that it's not an easy situation. It's not an easy situation. I don't know how else to put this, but it's not very easy. So Halima doesn't know what to do and she's asking for your advice. So please call in and give advice, or you can send a text, a WhatsApp message, which I will read, and we can continue the conversation from there. So, what do you think could be responsible for Halima's boyfriend breaking up with her? What could be responsible for this? What could be responsible for it at this point? Could it be something that Halima is doing, or could it be that he's preoccupied and doesn't have time for a relationship? What could the situation really be? What could it be? Because this is a valid question. Somebody cannot just wake up and decide that, you know what, I don't want to be in this relationship again. And it will just be as easy as that to just walk away. So, what's the situation? What could be responsible for this? There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason. A relationship cannot be going so smoothly and then the guy just decides to just wake up and leave. So, if you're a guy and you're listening, what do you think that has happened before? What do you think has happened before? Okay, so I'm getting clarification now that Halima and her boyfriend are just breaking up for the first time without any reason. For the first time. He has done this to a previous relationship too. He has broken up with an ex-girlfriend without any reason. So that's the first time she's talking about. This one with her is the second time that her boyfriend is breaking up with a girlfriend without any reason. So that's the clarification I'm getting. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. Thank you for calling. Okay, please call back if you can. That's the clarification I'm getting. Also, Halima's boyfriend is 35 years old. He's 35 years old. What do you think could be responsible for this? Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello? All right, please try to call back. Remember that you can send a text or a WhatsApp message. Remember that you can send a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. What's your name and where are you calling from? Blessing, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Blessing. I'm good. Thank you
How
so
was
much for
your day?
asking.
Hope you have a great day.
My day was good. I appreciate you asking. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. About Alima is problem with her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell you that what Halima is telling you people is the same thing I'm going through, you won't believe. Because I've been in a relationship with this guy for good 4 years now. 4 years. And anytime, like, okay, when I was in a relationship, I feel like, okay, this guy, you need to know your family and all that, but he wasn't ready to do anything because my own parents are late.
Okay.
But I'm able to introduce him to someone very important to me.
In your family?
So, yeah, in my family, someone very, very important in my family. So, but he refused to let me know any one of his family members. Okay, I believe maybe because I was still living with my my auntie. So I need to look for a way to stay on my own, and we started even living together. Okay, there was a time that that was last year. He comes home maybe once in a week. okay, she comes on weekends, then you go back during the week on Monday, so you come back on Friday evening.
Okay.
So just last year, July, she lost it for that. So then, can see this guy just change. He can leave me and go a month plus. He won't show up. I'll be the one calling him, talking to him, and all that. Okay. So from there, I need to take him to my pastor and discuss some things with him. Like, I've been in this relationship for 4 years. I'm not really seeing any good difference. Let me know what is happening. The pastor was like, guy, what is happening now? If they ask this guy to talk, okay, maybe what I'm doing that is making him behaving like this, I swear, he never had a good reason. Like, a main point that, okay, this is what this guy is doing that making me be reacting like this. Okay, and I'm just 23, he's 30 years old. But
he's
still,
30.
I'm still coping with him, but...
Did you say he's 30 years of age?
Yeah, he's 30. And I keep on coping with him, but later when I realized I think I can't cope anymore, I told him to come to my house and pack his load. He said, okay, it's almost over a month now. He has not shown up to pack his load. So what I'm saying is, I think I need to call back out of airtime.
Airtime, okay. Please do. Thank you so much. See, I don't know how to feel about this because this just says that a number of women out there can relate to Halima's story. A number of women out there can relate to Halima's story. This is Blessing calling from Ibafo. And she's saying that this is actually something that she's going through as well. Now, based on the fact that she said her boyfriend lost someone and then completely changed, sometimes you can attribute it to that grief. But at the same time, if you're going through grief and you can't communicate to your partner, you can tell them that maybe you need some space and you just do what? You just ghost. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Favor, calling from Yanopaja.
Hello, Favor. Hope your day was good.
Sure, and I was just...
It was good too. Thank you so much.
Well, about the case of...
Hello, Favor,
about
are you
the
there?
case of Halima.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Please go on.
I feel like she should just move on. That guy is not ours, and I feel like he has another girlfriend, so...
Okay.
Rather than wasting... I don't know. I think there is more to the story because the guy cannot just break up. Right? Cannot just break up with no reason. There's more to the story, I think. And I also feel like he has another girlfriend, so she should just move on.
Thank you so much, Favor. Thank you. Okay, Favor is saying that she thinks that Halima's boyfriend has another girlfriend. She also says she thinks that there's more to the story, that maybe Halima didn't give us all the details. But she also thinks that Halima's boyfriend may have another girlfriend out there. So she's saying that Halima should just do her best and move on. Just move on. You can't be with a guy who doesn't want you, who doesn't want to be with you. So just move on. All right. I'm going to take this quick message. This one is coming in from Chika from Akute. Chika says Halima should just move on with her life and never go back to him. Or maybe he has somebody in his mind that he wants to get married to. So she should go down on her knees and talk to God in prayer, and God will give her own man that will never stress her at all. Amanda from Co Avenue, Megiddo, is saying, Halima should please move. That man was never hers. Whatever the case, maybe she deserves better. Her own man will come, and I wish her all the best. And that's from Amanda from Co Avenue, Megiddo. Comrade is saying that this means that Halima's boyfriend is a serial heartbreaker, which Halima should have heart and move on. Soomto, that sister that called should be careful. Pray very well and be alert to the boyfriend now, not to break her door and even park her own property to join. Okay, I think he's giving Favor some advice that Favor should be careful so that her boyfriend doesn't come and take her things as well as his things when he's coming to pack. Daniela from Ikorodu is saying the truth is that the guy is just using the ladies for him to, is just using the ladies. For him to break up with Halima and his ex means that he's extorting money from her. I won't advise any lady to be in a relationship for more than 1 year. She should just forget about him and move on with her life. It won't take long for the right man to walk into her life. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Chris from Oba.
Chris, how are you today?
Yeah, fine.
You don't say where you call small.
Huh?
I say you don't say small where you call last.
Yes, I traveled.
Okay.
I just came back here. I came back. I talk now.
Work day, my brother. Thank you for calling.
Thank God. So my advice to Alema is that guy is not a boyfriend. So I should advise her to move on with her life. That guy is not meant for her. And one, I want to know, is she the first girlfriend that guy has?
No, we don't know how many girlfriends the guy has had, but he has done this to another girl before. He has broken up with his previous girlfriend without any reason also before. So this is the second time he's doing it. And Halima is the second person he's doing it to.
That guy has a problem. So Halima should leave the guy alone. I move on
with her life. Okay.
With her life, yes.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Chris from Ogba is saying that Halima's boyfriend doesn't know what he's doing. Halima's boyfriend is not the right person for her. So Halima should do what she can and move on with her life at this point. Halima's boyfriend is taking up her time, is not treating her right. And so Halima should leave him and move on with his life and move on with her life, particularly because this is not the first time that he's doing this. So Chris is saying, Halima, move on with your life. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening. Thank you for calling.
Good evening, ma.
Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Gida. I'm calling from Abulegba.
Gidam. What's your name, please? Gift from Abulegba. Okay.
Yes, ma.
Thank you so much. Gift, is this your first time of calling?
Yes, ma.
Thank you. That's for you. Thank you for calling. Please go on.
Okay,
what
ma.
is your advice to Halima?
Maybe the boyfriend did not like her. Maybe from the girl mother's place. Maybe from that place.
You're saying maybe. Say that again for me, please. Hello, Gift. Are you there? Hello? Okay, Gift, please call back if you can. Call back if you can. 6 minutes to 10 on Your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. And I am, I don't know how to feel. I think, because I'm trying to figure out one word to qualify how I really feel about Halima's story. But I really just don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Now, let me give you some context. Halima's boyfriend is 35. He's 35 years old. Halima herself is 33 years old. Halima is an IT consultant. Let me check that. An IT officer. And her boyfriend is a creative writer. So I don't know how much he earns. I mean, nobody tells us that. But we can't tell what the salary bracket is or what the income bracket is between Halima and her boyfriend. All we know is that this is the second time that this guy is doing this to someone. This someone just happens to be Halima right now. That he has broken up with Halima for no reason. For no reason. So, what is the advice to Halima? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. May I know your name?
Thank you very much. My name is Elijah.
Elijah, where are you calling from, please?
Surulere.
Okay. Thank you so much. I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I've not been around. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, thank you. I think I will go with the bringing tone tonight, which is she should back off. Yeah. I think she has not actually met the right person. So when the right person come in, I think the time she needs to also pray. I'm not to be, should I use the word desperate, So let her just calm down and be prayerful. And I'm sure the right person that will come and stay will definitely come. That's just my saying.
Okay, thank you very much, Elijah. Right. Thank you for calling. Okay, Elijah is saying that she needs to break up with him, of course, or she needs to move on. Yes, move on, not break up with him. She needs to move on, but he also added that she needs to pray. She needs to pray for the right man to come her way so that she doesn't fall victim to this kind of thing a second time. And that she should not come off as too desperate. She should not come off as too desperate because this could be what the guy saw that made him treat her this way. I have my reservations about that particular point, but I'm going to let that slide for now. So yes, that's what Elijah is saying. Do you agree that that could be contributing to how he treated her? Or is there any reason that could be justifiable? Is there any reason that justifies breaking up with somebody without any reason? Okay, please call back. Now, if you're a lady and you're listening to me right now, have you ever been in a situation where somebody you were dating broke up with you without any reason? The person just told you, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm sure there's somebody better for you out there and just left. Has that happened before? And if that has happened before, did anything precede that action? Did anything precede that action? Was there any point where maybe he started acting funny or he started picking fights or he started, acting like there was something wrong with everything you were doing? Because it's hard to just believe that somebody wakes up and just does that. And if you're a guy, why would anyone do this? Why do you think any guy would break up with a lady without any reason? So if you're a guy and you're listening, is there anything that could be a reason that would make a fellow guy break up with his girlfriend without any reason? I would really love to hear the male perspective on this one, because this is obviously Halima's boyfriend is the focus of this story tonight. So let us know if there's any reason why a guy would break up with his girlfriend without a reason. On some level, I'm even thinking maybe there is a reason. He just didn't want to tell her what that reason was. Guys, if you're listening, could this be a thing? Maybe there's a reason, but he just didn't want to tell her what the reason was. And is this the best thing to do? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Gift.
Okay, Gift from Obliagba. You're calling back. Hello? Gift, are you there? Okay, maybe that's a network challenge. Please call back if you can. Please call back if you can. All right. Okay, this message is coming from Chinwe from Ejigbo. Chinwe says, "Good evening, lady. You have not met the right person. Pray for God to locate your right man for you. Pray for God to locate the right man for you." Sheon from Akute is saying, "I think Halima should leave the guy because he is not ready for any relationship, or he thinks because she has more than him. But my advice for Halima is to leave that guy alone." Well, Sheon, in this case, the guy has already left Halima. Halima is just trying to understand why this happened and what she should do next. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, this is Blessing calling back.
Okay.
So to cut the long story short,
yes,
I think Halima has to leave the guy, though it's not easy. I know what she's going through right now, but she has to leave the guy and move on with her life. I know if she leave the guy now, many guys will come, even more better than her boyfriend. So what she has to do is just leave the guy and pray and move on with her life.
Hmm.
Her own right husband is coming.
Thank you.
Very soon.
Thank you so much.
She should just believe on herself. She should not think about the age. Age is just a number. The important is she should be herself and never lose hope. There's still time.
Thank you. I appreciate you sharing your story, Blessing. Thank you so much for calling.
Oh, you're welcome, ma. All right.
Okay. Well, this is the same Blessing that called earlier telling us that this has happened to her. Her boyfriend of 4 years also just left her, broke up with her without a reason. The guy actually just stopped talking to her. He lost someone and then he just up and just, give a very serious gap in the relationship. He wasn't talking, no communication, no calls, nothing. And this is, so she's saying she knows how Halima feels. So she's advising Halima to just walk away and move on with her life. Now, let's bear in mind that this guy has already broken up with Halima. He has ended the relationship. Information reaching me now is that he ended the relationship without any reason. And that's what I've been trying to make us understand. Halima and the guy are no longer together. So it's not a function of Halima should leave the guy because the guy has already left her. What Halima is asking is that she doesn't know what to do. She says she needs help. She's tired and she's fed up of this situation. She's tired and she's fed up of this and she doesn't know what to do. So she's asking for advice. What is she to do next? Okay, kindly call back if you can. Call back if you can. What is she to do next? Somebody in Halima's shoes would probably say, oh, just forget about it. But it's not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as it sounds. That might be the best thing to do, but it's not as easy as it sounds. So that's why I'm asking, is there anything that would prompt a guy to just break up with his girlfriend without any reason? Okay. I don't know. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for calling. Am I speaking with Ziggy?
Yeah, you're on to Ziggy.
Hello, Ziggy. Hope you had a good day today. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, my day is great as always. Hope you to have a good day.
I did too. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. On the subject matter, I will advise Arima through your question you asked us. What could happen for a guy to break up with his girlfriend without a reason?
Mm-hmm.
What could lead to that is this. You see, that guy, he did not want to take responsible for anything. As a matter of fact, he's a very unserious person in life. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. If you check that guy very well, he's just a gold digger. And he did not mean well for any girl he's into a relationship with. He's just looking for anybody to swindle, maybe his money or his properties. So him walking out of Alema, maybe he's not getting what he wants. In the sense that maybe he's looking for finance or Alema to support him in his business. Maybe Alema is not coming up with anything finance. That's why he decided to leave. And you saying that he has left, believe you me, he will still come again. Maybe give him maybe in the next 6 months now, he will come again with maybe sweet mouth. But if I should advise my sister Alema, when next he comes, do not give him a chance because he will keep breaking your heart again. So just move on. Make sure you keep a straight face. Perform. Package yourself very well. Pick up your pieces and move on. Whenever you see him, make sure that you have it in mind that he's no longer in existence. The better guy will come. There's no village person anywhere. Just pray. God will send the right guy to you. For this one in your hand, this one right now, believe you me, he's a gold digger. He's just looking for a way to cut away with your belongings. So the best you can do is just to move on. Pray to God. The right guy will come. That's my advice to her. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Ziggy. Okay. Ziggy is saying that the guy is possibly a gold digger. He's possibly not serious or ready for a relationship, which is probably what is informing this kind of behavior. And the fact that he's treating her this way. So he's saying that Halima should just move on. Halima should not dwell on this. Halima should not stress herself over it. That yes, it can be hurtful, but obviously the guy is the one who has the issues. So Halima should move on and do her best to make the best of her life. And that's what Ziggy is saying. Thank you very much, Ziggy. Thank you for calling. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling.
Ojodu.
Your name, please?
From Ojodu.
Yes, what's your name from Ojodu? Happiness from Ojodu. Thank you for calling. Happiness, is this your first time calling?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's for you. Yes. Please go ahead. What's your advice? What's your advice to Halima?
Halima. My advice to Halima is that she should move on because I don't think that guy loves her. She just move on. I know it's not easy, but let her try to move on because that guy, since she's a gold digger, she does not love that girl. So Halima should move on. That's what I have to say.
Thank you so much, Happiness. Thank you. Okay. Happiness is saying that Halima should move on, that he actually appears to be a gold digger, and so she should move on without giving him any extra thought. She should move on with her life. Okay. Well, this is 8 minutes past 10 on Your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. This is still adult conversations, and here we're discussing real life issues and matters relating to the heart. Tonight we're profiling Halima's story, and Halima is telling us that her boyfriend of 3 years just broke up with her for no reason. He has done this to a previous ex of his, breaking up with the person without any reason, and this is the second time he's doing it, and he's doing it to Halima this time. Halima is saying she doesn't know what prompted this, and she's tired and fed up. Halima's mother, according to Halima, Halima's mother thinks that it is her village people, that's the village people of Halima's mother now, that are doing her daughter. That's Halima. So, could it be a village people matter? I don't know. Could it be that her boyfriend is just trying to extort money from her and use her because she has more money? I don't know. Could it also be that her boyfriend is really not ready for a relationship, but was just using Halima to pass time, and now maybe he has found somebody else he wants to move on? I don't know. But this is why I need you to contribute. This is why I need you to call in and give Halima some advice. She needs it at this point, and I trust that the Family of Adult Conversations can deliver on advice, regardless of the story. So Halima is saying, what do I do? I'm tired and fed up. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this. What do I do? 07000 917 917. That's the number to call. 07000 917 917. Also, you can send a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello? Hello, good evening. Okay, kindly call back. Kindly call back. Let me quickly read this message from Tokwe from Ikorodu. A very good evening to my lovely and wonderful family. To Halima, it is obvious that the two of you are not compatible if this is happening again within 3 years of your relationship. These are signals to the fact that the relationship will lead to nowhere. Okay, let me just stop here and clarify that he hasn't broken up with Halima before. This is his first time of breaking up with Halima, but he has broken up with the previous ex without any reason as well. So this time with Halima is the second time he's doing this to a girlfriend. The girlfriend in this situation is Halima. Okay, thanks. So going on, Takwa from Kurdi says breaking up with you without any reason means he's funny and an indication that he's tired of the relationship. If your mom feels that there are forces behind what is happening, she needs to join you in prayers to solve this problem. If I may ask Halima, are there cases of family members, male or female, above your age who are yet to marry? If yes, there's something wrong. But if not, quit the relationship and pray to God to lead you to the right suitor. There's no point wasting time with a man who is not ready to take responsibility. Okay. Well, thank you so much for that message, Tokwe from Akurudu. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay, good evening.
Please still turn it down. I can still hear the feedback.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you better now. Thank you so much. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Daniel by name. Calling from Shimolu.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Is this your first time calling?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, I have been following this program when you started this conversation, and I've been listening to the calls of different individuals. My own contribution to this, there's something you just stated out concerning Alema, concerning the family issue. You know, one thing, there are things we need to check out first before blaming the guy. At the same time, giving Alima advice for her to move on.
Okay.
You know, in relationship, a lot do happen, whether spiritual or physical. Now, we don't know what that guy must have seen, because someone cannot just wake up one day and leave the relationship without no reasons. I don't know if you are hearing me.
I'm with you. You said nobody can just wake up and leave a relationship without any reason.
Someone cannot just wake up and just leave.
Okay.
Nobody does that. There must be a reason, a concrete reason. Now, if maybe we want to look at it on the other way around, sure, we don't know the reason might have put aside or give before leaving the relationship. It may be a spiritual issue. It may be not. It may be maybe he has tired of Alema. It may be not. It may be he doesn't want to go on with relationship, or maybe advice from friends or whatever. Now, when you look at Alema's own aspect, you just said something like it may be the sisters or relation or siblings of Alema. Maybe most of them have not gotten married, or maybe one thing or the other.
Yes.
It do happen like that. Yeah, things like that do happen in so many homes. So many homes whereby you see some ladies, even the first one, second, third will not get married. You will now see maybe the last one will be the one to get married. And if you check those ones, their relationship are not going smoothly. It's either one problem or the other. So now, my own advice to Alema, or so many ladies which something like this must have come across, or they must have come across something like this, is to pray. They need that's what to do. Some churches will normally say they need to go for deliverance and counseling as well. In situations like this, they need prayers. At the same time, the boy himself need prayers, because maybe he must have seen something in his dream or whatever. So we don't need to blame him. No, things like this, we need to involve prayer and involve God first.
Okay.
Because someone cannot just wake up like that and leave. So as for Alima, being in a relationship for 4 years, it's not just easy for someone to just break it overnight. So my own advice to her is just to pray and move on with her life. That's all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please remind me again your name and where you're calling from. Okay, I didn't get the opportunity to know that. But he's saying that it could be a number of things. It could be a number of things. He's also agreeing with the message that said Halima should check her family if there's anyone else above her age. Halima is 33, by the way, above her age who is also unmarried, whether male or female. Now, the person in the text said, if there's anyone like that, then that is something to worry about, which is why her mother needs to join her in prayers. The truth of the matter is, it could be anything really, but it's basically saying we shouldn't just jump and crucify Halima's husband. Shouldn't just jump and crucify him. But in this situation, Halima should leave the relationship and she should move on. Let me not say leave the relationship, she should move on because the guy has already broken up with Halima. So leaving the relationship is not really a question because they're over. The relationship is over. But he's saying that she should pray about it and move on. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, it's me, David from Ogba.
David, thank you for calling.
Yeah. Please, for my own contribution, the way I had the details of what is happening to Victor.
Yes.
For my own suggestion, I suggest maybe the girl has more than the boy. And in the sense of having the money more than the boy, sometimes it might not obey the boy any longer. That is my own suggestion. It might, because some women, sometimes when they have money, they don't used to pay obeisance to their husband any longer. That might provoke the boy to quit and leave her. In another way around, it might be that boy is not mainly for the girl. That is my own contribution.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, David. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
That's a different line of thought from David. Maybe Halima is making more money than he is, and maybe she's behaving badly to her boyfriend, which is why he must have ended the relationship. Could you see this happening? Could you picture this happening in their relationship? And do you think that this maybe on some little level, contributed to where we are today? Hello, good evening. Good evening. You're very far away from your mic. I can't hear you properly.
Hello, good evening.
Christian?
Yes, I'm calling from Berger.
Christian from Berger, thank you. Is this your first time calling?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, here you go. Please go ahead and give Halima your advice.
What I'm trying to say in this situation now is that doesn't love the group. Because you can't tell me that you've been dating someone for 4 years and you cannot give yourself for you to make up that. Either the guy is a fraudster, he's a scammer, he's the only one to sort money for people. Or she's calling another girl pregnant. So there is no other way for him to just let go. That's all I figure out. The guy is not meant for the girl. All she needs now is to get the God Almighty to let her see the man of her dream.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Christian. Thank you for calling. Goes back to Halima should take her time to pray about this situation and she will find the man of her dreams at the end of the day. She'll find the man of her dreams at the end of the day. And so she should not stay or feel the need to make any relationship a priority, particularly when the person does not make you a priority. I don't know how this works out for Halima at the end of the day, but what we do on Adult Conversation is we give advice. We just give advice. So thank you to everyone who has given advice so far. And please keep them coming. Keep your text messages coming in, text and WhatsApp to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. And of course, you know you can call the number 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. So it's a tricky situation, but let's hear what more people have to say. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. My name is Joshua. I'm calling from Agric.
Joshua from Agric, thank you. Is this your first time calling?
No, this is my first time calling.
Okay.
So my own advice for her is that I think she should try to be respectful, because at times when a girl is having money than a guy, they tend to misbehave and as a guy, no guy we ever like a woman to be disrespecting him or talking to her or feeling somehow. You see, the more you respect your guy, the more closer it gets to you, the more it go crazy about you. So that's my advice for
her. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joshua. As I've said, different people think differently, but it's enlightening, or it's interesting to see that there are so many similarities between what the pieces of advice that we're getting this evening. Okay. Comrade is saying we don't know the reason. Okay, we'll pray before we advise, according to your brother. I don't think we're crucifying the guy. I asked maybe Halima has a fault too. Not all adults are crucifying. Yes, thank you for that. Comrade says, yes, I support David. Some women misbehave when they have money, though some women are responsible and submissive when they have money too. Okay, thank you for balancing that, because that is very, very important to be balanced. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Kevin. I'm calling from Ianoba.
Kevin from Ianoba.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, is this your first time calling?
My first time calling.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin. Could you turn down the volume of your radio for a bit? Yes, please.
Where they deal with man? They don't have to like 6 months to 7 months. You know whether this man we die, you still marry me or you know he marry me. But this issue too, that is the man for my own. Have you seen that the woman like cause the issue? Because what you think?
No, they talk, I they hear you.
Hello?
They talk, I beg, I they hear you. Hello, Kevin. Okay. That was about to be an interesting take by Kevin. And he's saying that sometimes now woman, because that's that kind of thing make it happen. Now woman, because I'm. And I literally had to ask, okay, why? Why do you think so? Why is this the case? Okay, very quickly, I'm going to read these messages. Let me take this call first. Hello. Hello, good evening. Good evening. May I know your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Bishop from Ibadan.
Your name again?
My name is Bishop. I'm calling you from Ibadan.
Bishop from Ibadan. Jacob from Ibrafo. Jacob, is this your first time calling?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Jacob, please do me a favor, move away from your radio. See, that feedback is so unpleasant. It's so unpleasant when you hear it. So unpleasant. That's why I had to ask him to move away from his radio. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for calling. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Amanda.
Amanda. Where are you calling from, Amanda?
From Megida.
From Megida. Okay. Amanda, please go ahead. What is your advice for Halima?
Okay, my advice for Halima actually, the guy has left already. The guy don't leave. So, maybe she just move on with her life, you know. There are a lot of factors to this thing, this story. We don't know what happened. We don't know the real story. We don't know what. We don't even know where to pinpoint. You get. So, when she said her mom said it's a spiritual something, a village people, they should also check that aspect, This was a struggle. If you don't know, If you don't go, you don't know. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, I just feel like, see, the guy probably he gets another babe. Or just because the guy not feel wake up. You don't feel wake up, yeah, I'm not doing it. Something good don't happen. Something good don't so. Maybe there's some kind of maybe little characters, some kind of things you see. Maybe you don't see something. The girl is displayed some little characters. We cannot blame the girl. We cannot also blame the boy because they don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So my best advice for Halima is that when she move on with her life and find a way, and she should not look at her age, maybe because she's 33 and she feel like, oh, I've wasted my time, 3 years of relationship is a waste. There are a lot of guys out there, waiting for her.
Okay.
So she should just pray and also seek for spiritual assistance as well, and let go and move on. Let her forget about everything. So that's
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for calling. Okay, another here, Amanda been talk say for this situation where Halima dey now, we know if we blame Halima herself and we know if we blame the guy because he go get something we don't happen already, where we don't know. But now Halima talk say the guy just break up with him for no reason. So nobody say the guy just stand up, come out. Because earlier I talked say if the guy just stand up, come out, call her, send message, do anything, na ghosting. I talked saying ghosting before. But the guy no ghost him. The actual fact we say the guy no ghost him. The guy break up with him, tell him say they do it again. But say why. Say why he break up with him. Talk him. So Halima can't ask herself, okay, what's in the happen? Why the guy break up with me? I don't know. So Amanda now they talk say he go get something we could don't happen, but maybe Halima don't know the reason. So in this case, she said, may Halima just do her best to heal and make she just move on because they no go there easy, but make she just move on. Because now the guy don't already break up with him. He don't go with that, and that's what Halima is saying. Thank you. All right, let me take this call and then we go back to messages. Hello. Good evening.
Soomto.
Comrade.
Soomto, good evening to all the adult conversation. I be adult students, I be professors.
Comrade, you don't come.
You know why I never call since?
Why?
I chop jollof rice with the fried rice with everything, and they go to go. I can't be like a python with swallow somebody come go apple.
Your belly.
I overwork. I say my madam that today and I like jollof rice everything. I come over top. Today I don't feel what I say.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling.
Well, this case is dicey. And very pathetic because you get one man when they come for one sister radio. You saw if Buhari pay us, he said this thing is pathetic. If there is war, pathetic everything for that man for English, pathetic. So this story is pathetic this night.
Okay.
according to what we hear, well, I don't tell her if Halima know say her hand is clean. Especially when if girl come leave am again. Maybe this man is a complete Syria heartbreaker. As we treated Syria womanizer yesterday, if I can remember. So she has to move on. No? She has to move on because if this man marry her in future, now so he could leave and go to friend another person. Psychological and the methodological and the mental problem. Now Halima will come carry in future if he go ahead and marry him. So if he knows it, she's not arrogant, she's not claiming, make the man come feel what we call insecurity. If he knows it, her hand is clean, she should move on. No? So what I'm saying is that there are some women that are very, very responsible and highly submissive. I know one woman in this altar is a banker, big woman. He buy her husband a motor of 10 million, open block industries for him. Anytime when he go back, if they make sure say the man don't job, he go say, darling, only friend me. Nobody knows that I ain't get that on you. Nobody know. The man go even they do as a man. So some men, women, they don't submit. Instead of them to submit, now in the husband will come they submit for them. But when we say I'm not supposing those women when they protest for Abuja, when they protest, when they protest, why? I use my generation to support them. How will you tell me say my neighbor cannot contest for election for how? How will you tell me say my sister, when married with this husband, her husband cannot become a citizen of Nigeria? Let them continue protesting. If you say when they help us to protest, make a sister. My sister go back to school.
Comrade, I dey feel you, but you don't already enter another matter. So you see that matter, we don't yarn earlier this evening for evening experience today by 6.
Okay.
So maybe
I
know say you dey feel am, but thank you for your comments. Abina, and I say they be. Thank you so much. Okay, so comrade is saying that sometimes in situations like this, Halima could be earning more than her boyfriend. And if this is the case, then chances are that her boyfriend is a gold digger. And then chances are that Halima is also now proud and, not submitting to her boyfriend. And then he's also in the same breath saying that there are people who do that. But there are also people who don't do that. There are women who have more money than their spouses or than their significant others, and you would never know. So he says he doesn't say that Halima is doing this, but he's saying maybe this is the reason. And he's also saying that Halima's boyfriend is just basically not interested in the relationship, and Halima should move on at this point. So thank you very much, comrade. Thank you for calling. All right, very quickly, I'm going to read some messages in quick succession, and then I go back to the phone lines. Mr. Malo from Ifo. I don't know if I got the pronunciation of that name correctly. Pardon me. He's saying Alima has not done anything wrong. It's just that the guy is not ready for marriage yet. And the moment you bring such conversation, he works out on you. And that's what Mr. Clement Malo is saying. Okay, in this case, this one is coming from Sheun from Akute. Sheun is saying, I think Halima should leave the guy because he's not ready for any relationship. Or he thinks because she has more than him. But my advice is for Halima to leave the guy alone. Halima should just let him be. And about her mother that said that they're following her daughter from the village. No, it's not Halima. It's the guy. Because he left 2 ladies without any reason. My advice for her is that she should pray to God to provide a good husband for her and pray that God will give her her own. Thank you so much. Okay, comrade is saying, my ear don't block. I'm enjoying Kevin, but she sound like, okay. All right, he's done that. Thank you. Okay, now going back to the messages. This one is coming in from Helena from Ikorodu. Helena is saying, my advice for Halima is to just forget about the guy and move on. He is not the right guy for her. And she should look for solution to why men leave her. And God will find the right guy for her. So she should just be patient. Francesca from Abule Egba is saying, all she needs is prayer. And she should move on. Someone God has destined to be for her will not just wake up and leave her if he's truly for her. He will come back, so she shouldn't. He will come back, so she shouldn't overstress herself. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Well, I can promise you that this situation is one that we have is one that more people are experiencing than we can even think about. More people are experiencing this than we can think about. Okay, this one is coming from Ray Swift on Facebook, who says, "Good evening. The guy is not serious and doesn't love Halima in the first place. Halima forgets about him and move on. Someone who loves and values you will come your way." And that is from Ray from Dokbemo. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is 24 minutes to 11 on Your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. My name is Soomto Ajanma, and we're profiling the story of Halima tonight. Halima is saying that her boyfriend of 3 years just broke up with her for no reason, and she's tired and fed up and doesn't know what to do. So, what do you advise Halima to do right now? What do you advise her to do? This is the best time to give her that advice, to call in and let her feel what you're feeling as well. So let her um let her wallow in this situation or let her move on. What is your advice for Halima at this point? The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also send a text or a WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. That's the number to send a text or a WhatsApp message to. Now, Halima is saying her boyfriend has just up and left her without any reason, without any good reason. So, what do you think Halima can do? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. My name is Hakim. I'm calling from Ifo.
Your name again, please.
Akim.
Okay. Akim, could you turn down the volume of your radio? I can hear my feedback.
Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
This situation of Halima has been coming rampant. People of such caliber are so many in the community. There is nothing you can do without seeing them over and over. Only what a woman needs to do is just be prayerful and concentrate. No matter what, people will still come to you. They will ask you for love. At the end of the day, they will just cheat you and leave you for what they don't know. But I pray for Halima, she will be able to get a husband that will cope with her in her life. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very, very interesting. He even rounded off with a prayer that Halima would eventually find somebody who loves and respects her. It is something that nobody wants, to be honest. This is a different kind of hurt. And then because there's nobody to tell you that, oh, this is what happened, this is why I'm breaking up with you. So you're just by yourself at the kick of just one movement. And the whole thing felt like it had tumbled the whole match. But is that the case? To be honest, the fact that Halima the fact that Halima is complaining about the fact that her boyfriend has left, does that mean that she just wants to laze around and do nothing? So what do you think about this? Halima says she's 33, she's an IT officer. Her boyfriend is 35. He's a creative driver. So what happened? We don't know. We're not there. We don't know what happened in their relationship. We don't know what happened in their relationship. But a good amount of people have called in and said it's imperative that she prays about things. It's very important that she does that. Okay, please keep your calls and messages coming in, and I'm definitely going to read them on the air. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Hello? Hello, good evening.
Good evening. I can hear you. I've been saying hello before. Thank you. Please, what's your name?
My name is Ife, and I'm calling from Ogun State.
Ife from Ogun State. Please, where in Ogun State are you calling from?
Somewhere Ogijo.
Okay. Well, Chichi, thank you for calling. Please, what is your advice to
My advice
to Halima?
to Halima is that the guy did not love her. The guy came to steal from her, so he could not make it. That is why he left. So let her just forget about the guy and move on with her life.
Okay. Ife, I'm grateful. Thank you for calling. Let her just move on with her life. I said earlier that we're getting a series of recurrent schools of thought. More people tend to think that this is nothing too much to worry about. Yes, there was love, there was respect, there was desire, there was ambition and all of that. But I mean, without really understanding everything that's gone on, which we really don't understand because we don't have the full story. I'm just glad that we're able to deliver on just bits and pieces of advice that can change the entire story of Ife's marriage if he really listens. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Tony the Exclusive.
Your name?
Your name?
Sorry, give me 1 second. I didn't get your name, please.
I said my name is Tony the Exclusive. So my own view towards the issue is this. I believe she needs to sit down and understand why the guy left her in the first place. And if there is no reason for it, that means the person is not serious. She should move on and get another person, basically.
Okay.
But to me, I believe there's something she did that she has not identified yet that pissed the guy off for him to have left. Because a 3 years relationship is not a small something.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. So this is kind of what I was asking before about what she must have done. Is it possible that, something triggered him and he needed some space? Not to break up, but he needed some space to think and put certain things in order. And I read it. I'm not sure how to feel about that. But let me just take some more messages and then we'll come back. Good evening, Titilayo. This is Cynthia from Ikorodu. My advice to Halima is that she should move on. Her own man will take care of his home, not hers. Some men are like that. He just wants to have his cake and eat it. Okay, let me quickly read this one from Francis Abigail, who says, the same thing happened to me. So the only thing to do is to accept your fate and move on. This is my advice. Interesting how many people are saying the exact same thing. The exact same thing. It basically just lends credence to the fact that anything can really be the case. Anything can really be the case. But why wouldn't Halima's boyfriend communicate whatever the issue was? Another school of thought opines that there is a reason. He may have ended it without a reason, but there's a reason. And he possibly didn't want to hurt his girlfriend's feelings. That's Halima's feelings. He possibly didn't want to hurt Halima's feelings, and that's why he didn't tell her. Do we think that there can be that kind of change? Okay. Well, there's so much more to analyze on this one, but let me take this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. I can hear you. What's your name, please?
This is Daniela calling from Ikorodu.
Daniela. Yes, I think I've read your message, right?
Yes, but I needed to call this time around.
Okay, please go ahead.
This man saying that maybe she has more money than her boyfriend. So it's very annoying. Do they know what it means for a lady to reach the age of 33, as in not being married officially? She could do anything for the man just to settle down with the man. I don't think Alima is that kind of person. I don't think she is. Maybe the guy feels that he's tired with her. Maybe he's not seeing what he wants in her anymore, or he has seen someone better than Alima. Or maybe he felt Alima is too old for him, because some men, even if, since you said the guy is 35 and Alima is 33, maybe he's looking for a girl younger than Alima. Maybe he felt that Alima is too old for him or something like that. My advice to Alima is just for her to move on. She should just forget about him. She shouldn't rush into any relationship. Even finally she met another man, she shouldn't give the man the impression that she's desperate or willing to settle down. She should just calm down, pray to her God. And if her mom feels that this is spiritual or something, her mom should also go in prayers with her. And before she should go into any relationship, she should seek the face of God. Tell God to give her the right direction. She should fast and pray, not just jumping into a relationship, because the story says that the guy has done something similar to his ex.
Yes.
And a man who has done something like that could even do it to more people in the future. Some people think he earns more than the man. It's not. A man who loves you, even if you earn more than him, he will not reason it. If to first you're contributing to the family's welfare, but the issue there is that the man does not love Alima. He doesn't love her anymore, because for a man to be in a relationship with a woman for 3 years without taking the proper steps to perform the marriage rites and all that, he's not planning to settle down with me. He was just looking for an opportunity to leave her, which he has done. That's my contribution.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you so much. I mean, I honestly don't need to repeat that, because we literally heard every word that she said. And she was very specific and very passionate about this, because this is something that more women need to talk about. You know, it's not very easy admitting that, oh, I was the one who they broke up with, who was I'm the reception, you know, I'm the reception of all of that. It's sad to be on the receiving end of this. So I cannot imagine how Favor feels right now. But we're getting to that. Okay. Quickly, I'm gonna read this one too. Halima should have broadened us more if she's listening. Yes, she should think. But wait, what of the other previous girl he left to? Did she also do something? If he doesn't want to hurt Halima's feelings, what of the other lady that left no terrentere? Oh, pardon me. What of the other day that left Teletelenko? Yes, that's it. Sisters, don't be angry. We're only saying our own opinions. That's our only point. All right. So very soon I will be rounding off, because people on Lage are basically at that point where everybody's just tired. Nobody likes stress anymore. So stretch yourself, your thinking, and it can be hard. It can really be hard to stretch yourself and just keep going on with your life, keep doing what you do. It can be complicated. Hello, good evening.
Soomto.
Yes, comrade.
That's my sister. We call life. We say no annoy well. Make it no annoy you. Now our opinions we can talk and we enjoy our move. Make it no annoy you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, comrade. Okay. Comrade, steady fighting for my cause. Thank you so much. Well, at this point, it is safe to say that Halima can listen to everybody's point of view and make an informed decision. Make an informed decision. That's why it's that's why it's important for him to be here. But then again, he can hear it from everywhere else and all of that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in the room. But sometimes you have to appreciate, the people who make this show available. Okay. Well, at this point, I don't know what else that God has in store. I don't even know what else you have in store for yourself. And I'm talking to Halima now. I don't know what you have in store for yourself, but the larger house is saying, just move on. He quoted you. He, put you in a different position. If it's something you can handle, then just stay. If it's not, you clean up. Nothing major. So it's sad that things have to get to this point, but they have, and there's not much that anyone can say about that. So at this point, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has contributed today. I say a big thank you because, I kept picking up calls in between. So that was a very gig. But did you have a good time? I believe the answer to that is on yes. So there's nothing more to say, particularly after this whole point after this whole point that Halima may have something wrong with her. There's that supposition that, oh, what is she doing? What did she do? Why did she do this? Halima could be the best looking person on the planet and her boyfriend will still behave like this. So it's not Halima's problem. It's more your own room to do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, I would like to say thank you so much to my guests. All your contributions have been widely acknowledged, and thank you very much. Thank you to my guests as well. I'll be able to take an informed decision from the advice you have been given on that same wing. There's so much more to music, and it's such a beautiful thing when everyone understands what you're saying. So I'm rounding off with this on the Big Team Show and continuing with great talk, great music, great vibes. That's what I always say. Good talk, good music, good vibes. Well, yes, we are rounding off right now. And I would like to say thank you to my guests. Thank you to the production officers. Thank you very much. My name is Soomto Ajanma, and I'm hoping that as you listen, you get the opportunity to do what's best for you. You take your own time, take stock of your own personal imperfections, something that could contribute on some level to the state that you're in now that you actively want to change. Now, for a good number of people that have called tonight have said, Halima, move on. This guy doesn't want to. But then there were trickles of people who said, oh, maybe you should think about it a little bit more. Maybe he was also listening to somebody, maybe he was doing packages like, 1 week, 1 month, whatever the situation is. We're here now. And Halima will make her decision at the end of the day. So once again, thank you for all your contributions on Adult Conversations this evening. From me to you, this is Good Night on Adult Conversations and Your Women Radio, WFM 91.7. Thank you.
Ojo ń rọ̀